Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this yoga practice for stress relief. Let's get started in a crisscross position, bringing your arms all the way up. Just take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. And exhale, lower your hands. Hands go up, deep breath in. Look up at your hands. And exhale, lower. Good. One more time, deep breath in. And on your exhale, I really want you to make an ocean sound at the back of your throat, like good. Let's bring our left arm all the way up for a side bend and reach, stretching the side body. Take a deep breath in. So throughout this practice, I want you to really focus on your breath, listen to my cues. I'm going to be doing some sun salutations. Bring your arms over to the other side. I'm going to promise, make a little promise, a guarantee that you're going to feel better after this. Good. And up to center. Bring your knees together into your tabletop position. And then we're going to bring our body forward and back. Warming up the wrists and the hips. Good. And then sink back into your child's pose, reaching both hands over towards the right side. Melt over your right knee. And then bring your hands back to center and then over towards the left leg, reached towards the left corner of your mat. Take a breath in, big breath out, and then hands to center. Come on your toes, downward facing dog. Have your knees bent, sway from side to side. Give your head a little bit of a shake maybe. Just make this feel good on your bodies. You warm up your hamstrings. Good, and then bending your knees, walk your feet to the top of the mat and come into your forward fold. Grabbing onto your elbows, let your head be heavy and sway from side to side. Pull your body down towards the mat. Good, and then placing your hands on to the mat, bending the knees, rise to stand, reach up, bring your hands all the way up to the ceiling. Big breath in, bring your hands down into mountain, rolling your shoulders back a couple times. So rolling your shoulders back, rolling your shoulders back. Good, bring your arms up again into extended mountain. And then leaning over towards the left side. You're going to put most of your weight over on that left foot. Right hip goes out to the side. Good. Inhale, come back up to center. Then I'm going to switch for you to show. And then you're going to reach over towards the right side. And then back up to center. Come to the top of the mat. Bending the knees, rise to stand, reach up. Bring your hands to heart center. And then arms go all the way back up, extended mountain. Float your hands all the way down into your forward fold. Halfway lift, bringing your hands up onto your shins. Lower them down, forward fold. Picking up the right foot, step it back. Come into your low lunge, bringing your chest forward. You're still on that back toes. Lift up. Big breath in. Exhale, plant your hands down onto your mat. Take your left foot, swing it back into your high plank position. Knees, chest, chin, lower down. Come up into cobra, pushing your hands in towards the mat. Lift up. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Flip onto your toes. Come up into your downward facing dog. Walk out your downward dog. Big breath. And then lifting your heels, bend your knees, do a little hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Picking up your left foot this time, dropping the knee into your low lunge, bringing your chest forward, and then placing your hands down onto the mat, picking up the right foot, send it back into your high plank position. Knees, chest, chin, lower all the way down to the mat. Bring your hands to your side, push up to your cobra. Exhale, lower down. Flip onto your toes, lifting up, downward facing dog. Good, picking up your right foot, three-legged dog. Bending the right knee, and then stepping it through into your runner's lunge. And then slowly coming up into your crescent lunge, lifting up, bending the front knee, back leg is straight. Dropping the hands, bringing yourself forward into your chair. Reaching your arms all the way up in your extended mountain. Lower your hands down, mountain pose. Reaching your arms all the way up. Swan dive all the way down. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Exhale. Bend the knees, step back into your high plank position. And then downward facing dog. Left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Bending the left knee. Stepping it through into your high lunge. Runner's lunge to crescent lunge, bringing your arms all the way up. Hold. Relaxing your shoulders. One more breath. Lower your hands down. Come to the top of the mat in your chair pose. And then float your hands all the way down, bending your knees as much as you can. Then placing your fingertips onto the mat. Separate your feet just a little bit. Lower your head, give your head a little bit of a shake. Inhale, exhale. Bending the knees, take the right foot, step it back, low lunge. Stepping back the left foot, high plank. Knees, chest, chin, lower down. Cobra pose. Lower. Come onto your toes. Hips go high, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, bend your knees, do a little hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Left foot steps back, low lunge, bringing your chest forward. Placing your hands down, right foot swings back, high plank. Knees, chest, chin, lower down. Pushing up, cobra. Lower. Up onto your toes to downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Bring your right leg all the way up and just in our three-legged dog, little pulses, squeezing the glutes, pushing our chest forward. Good, and then bending the knee, stepping back, coming right into our wild thing. So bringing our hips high, lifting up. Good, and then back into our plank position. Hold, lifting up, downward facing dog. Left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Little pulses, squeezing the glutes. And then dropping the back leg, stepping the foot back, lifting the hips up to wild thing. And then coming back into your plank position, lower down onto your knees, release your toes, float yourself all the way down. Come into your Sphinx pose, bringing your elbows over your shoulders, pushing your hips in, lifting up the belly. Hold. Good. And then lower down, pushing yourself up, come into your wide-legged child's pose. Bring your knees to the outer edge of the mat, and then floating yourself all the way down. Maybe relaxing your forehead on towards the mat. Good. Coming up into your tabletop position, into our thread the needle. So you're going to take your right arm, you're going to swing it all the way up, reach for the sky, and then threading it through, bringing your hand to the top, maybe placing your ear, your right ear on the mat. Feels so good in the shoulders. One more breath. Then coming back up into your tabletop position. Ooh, so good on the shoulders. Taking the left arm up, swing it up, squeeze your belly in, and then feeding it through. This is where we're threading. Thread the needle, and then maybe placing your left ear on towards the mat, on the mat. Reaching your right arm up. Still focusing on your breath. Good, and then coming back up into your tabletop position, onto your knees, place your hands just below on your lower back, pushing your hips forward, bringing your shoulders back as well. Bring your head up just slightly, and then reaching back towards your right ankle, lifting your left arm up over your head. And then switching sides. Reach back. Good, back into your tabletop position. A couple cat-cows, rolling the spine, so curving the spine. Maybe rock forward and back. And then drop the belly. And then sit back onto your heels, come up onto your toes. Arms in cactus, open up the chest. Deep breath in, bring your arms all the way up, straight. Grab onto your hands, your fingers for a bind. Nice and strong, straightening your elbows, straighten your arms. Good, and then float your hands all the way down and come into a comfortable seated position, crossing your legs, and then you're going to scoot your bottom back. You're going to bring the top foot a little bit closer to the top of the mat. We're going to open up the hips, do a deep hip stretch by bringing our body forward. So we have our shins parallel to the top of the mat, and we have a big triangle opening here. Very important. And listen to your body. Come down as far as you can. If you have a block or a pillow or something you can rest your head on, you can. If not, just lower down gently and breathe. We're going to have to do both sides, so remember which foot is in front of the other, which leg is in front. One more deep breath. Just hear that ocean wave on the way out. Good, and then slowly come up. Switch sides. So you can start just by crossing your legs the weird way. It's going to feel awkward when you switch. And then bring the leg parallel, a little bit up. Have the other one follow. Nice and wide opening, and then lean forward. You're definitely feeling this in the hips. And drop your head if you can. Good, and then slowly come up. Beautiful. Bring your feet to the top of the mat. And let's roll our body all the way down. Give ourselves a little bit of a stretch, head to toe. Deep breath in. Bring your knees into the chest. Give them a squeeze. And then point your toes all the way up for waterfall. We're going to do a little bit of core here. We're going to crisscross the legs, just like this, crisscross. And we're going to lower them all the way down. We're just going to lower. You can relax your head. And you can keep your hands by your side or even under your lower back. Just make sure when you come up and down that you are not arching the spine too much. You can put your hands underneath your lower back if you feel like that they are. So a couple times, let's bring our legs all the way down and all the way up, just fluttering, crossing, flutter, flutter, flutter. And bring them up and down. And let's bring them up. And then grabbing the outside of your feet for happy baby. Rocking from side to side. It's gonna feel really good on the back. Maybe you wanna extend one leg then the other. Or both legs. Make this your practice. Good, and then find the mat with your feet pushing up to a bridge just for a stretch. Squeeze your glutes. And then lower down. Take your left foot, cross it over your right knee, and then have both knees fall over to the right side for a twist. Arms can be out in cactus or to the side. This is where you can come into your breath and close your eyes. Take some deeper breaths. Just focusing on your breathing. Good, and then bring your knees back to center, switching sides. Left knee crosses over the right, and then let both of them fall over towards the left side. Bending at the waist or twisting at the waist. Beautiful. Good. Good. You might have felt that you've transitioned. You've transitioned into a calmer state. Let's get even more calm in our Shavasana, relaxing our legs all the way straight on our mat. Let our feet float from one side to the other, palms up in receiving mode. Roll your shoulders back, closing our eyes. If you have a busy mind, maybe you might want to focus on a beautiful beach or a meadow or a forest, somewhere in nature. Really focus on that. Focus on the beauty of being outside, the simplicity of listening to the birds, the sound of the wind blowing, the leaves, the beautiful sound of a rain as it falls and taps on your window. Just listen. Listen. And then bring one arm up and roll over onto one side in your fetal position. Still taking those deep, intentional breaths. Maybe a release or a sigh. Maybe a moment of calm, a moment of clarity. A moment where you realize, maybe what I was worried about is not so important. Maybe I have the strength to figure it out. And then let's push ourselves up into a comfortable seated position where we can close this practice sitting up nice and tall. Taking a deep breath in, be conscious of how you feel right now. This beautiful state that you can have at any time through your breath, through your body. You have the control, you have the power. Take this beautiful positive energy and share it with all those that you love. Stay in love. Love is our true state, and it is all that truly matters. Namaste, everyone. Have a beautiful day.